If you're an executive going through a divorce, or if you're a high performer and you're in the tech space and you have stock options, you might be wondering, how are they going to be divided with the divorce? Not to be a lawyer, but it depends, right? It depends on when you receive the stock, and also on the vesting schedule. In California, we use the time rule in order to determine, what your spouse's community property interest is in these stocks, right? Community property means that it's property that is given value during your marriage, so your spouse is going to have a piece of it. And so that kind of depends. If let's say you received the stock from your company before you got married, but then it vested during the marriage, then a portion of that is going to be your separate property, and a portion is going to be community property, and your spouse is getting a piece of it. Does that mean that your spouse actually gets to take your stock from you? No, probably not, right? You're just going to buy him or her out. They get a little more money in the equalizing payment you give them. I want you to think of it the same way when it comes to, what you received as far as your compensation package when you started your job. Okay, maybe you got a really big bonus when you started your job, and that bonus was based on you starting your job. They were so stoked to have you, they offered you this bonus to kind of convince you to come to that company. Okay, if you got that bonus before you got married, that's your separate property. Keep that. Don't worry about sharing a piece of that with your spouse. Let's say, though, you got it before you got married, and then you got more bonuses based on your performance at the company. If this bonus is given to you based on your actual performance during your marriage, right, while you were married, then your spouse is going to more get a piece of that. If you've already spent that bonus, not an issue, right? But if we can earmark that bonus and we see where that money is, and if that bonus pops up and your spouse knows that she or he is entitled to it, that's kind of how that's going to work.